you're in that flow experience, but I wouldn't call it the flow state because there's no person having it apart from the experience. A
Mm,
state is something that happens to a subject.
mm,
I mean, I guess an experience is something, but an experience that's just happening on its own without anyone experiencing it, separate experiencing it. I mean, that's where you get right down to like trying to fit the two magnets together in Buddhism. Like it's very hard to get to talk about this in a way that isn't pointless.
mm.
So,
Yeah, that seems like a good starting point. Yet, kind of, I don't know, realizing what's happening within you, and yeah, not going from a sort of self-interested, uh, s- perspective. Acting like in the dog barking example, neighbor's dog is barking, acting, starting to get an us versus them kind of mentality, and building up your anger, building up your arguments as to what you should do, what you should say, zinger that you should use, things that you can do that you can later justify malicious gossiping to others about them. Yeah, building up this something like a little war with your
mhm.
neighbor from the dog barking.
Yeah. Whereas, in Buddhism, especially in Zen, they talk about beginner's mind and cultivating beginner's mind, which is really like letting all of that go, recognize, okay, this dog is barking. Okay, that if that were to continue, that would be likely problematic. Okay. I wonder what I do about it. I wonder what I do. And going over there with that kind of mindset of like, okay, like there is arising in this moment, there's a movement. I'm not quite sure what it is. There's a movement towards the dog, towards this barking dog.
Mhm.
And as you go over there, like you may notice, um, I'm trying to extend the example here. Like
Mhm.
you may notice that like the guy's car, which he used to keep really nicely, is really
Mhm.
beat up. You may notice that there's piles of garbage outside of the house. So you
Yeah.
may be like, oh well, maybe he's having a hard time. I wonder what's going on. You may be like, oh, he's super depressed, or he lost his job, or there's a reason he's not taking care of the dog, or um, and not so much as a like, oh, I should have known that ahead of time. I need to study things better. It's an engagement with the reality that's already going on.
Yeah.
And as you engage with that further and you don't centralize back onto how it affects me,
Yeah.
and you don't alienate the experience that's also arising inside of you, because
Mhm.
you're one with that, you're one with the environment. Like all of that is one whole symphony. It's one
Mhm.
strong thing together.
Mhm.
Um, then, you know, sort of the situation, which includes you and the person and the dog, will take care of itself if you
Mhm.
don't separate anything.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I really like that kind of idea of the beginner's mind. I was even thinking of like the sound of the dog barking. I mean, is you could even not, it sounds kind of, I have a perception, it sounds kind of stupid the way I'm going to say it, but it's like it's just it's you can hear the sound itself and kind of just hear it, and even without kind of labeling it as a dog barking. I mean, it is literally this animal making this noise, but and like kind of just listening to it, and maybe you're separating out your irritation from the sound itself. And in beginner's mind, just like thinking also, maybe like a child's perception, like some things that children say make you sometimes, I don't know if you say prick up your ears or you notice it because, yeah, they're perceiving it in a totally different way than you without the built up conceptions that you have and the built up conceptions, reactions, and you're ready to act on it. You're starting to look at it, if not fully as a thing, an object, technology to use or discard or have attitudes about, or categorize and blah blah blah. But children will sometimes, yeah, view it in a different way, and something like that, yeah, seems very very useful.